Three, two, one. And we are live. So, I want to talk about my passion towards Chromebooks. Right now, I'm recording this video and this podcast simultaneously with a Chromebook and a microphone. And anyone who has ever heard of a Chromebook, they seem to be quite skeptical as far as using a Chromebook as your computer. And I just want to say that there is so much you can do with a Chromebook. So anyone who doesn't know what a Chromebook is essentially a laptop that runs Google's operating system. And most applications require internet. Recently that's changed, however, because now the Chromebook runs on Android apps. So you can download Android apps while using the Chrome browser. It's essentially like if you were to use the Chrome internet browser and that's the only thing you're using. That's essentially what it is. But I feel like it does most everything. I've only run into a few hiccups in terms of downloading software because it doesn't really download software. It downloads apps specific to Google. But I've only run into a couple issues, but there's always been like a workaround. You'll see a lot of Chromebooks sort of taking off in the education market as well as business because it's easy to maintain. I don't see many viruses happening with these computers, and it essentially just takes care of everything in terms of IT headaches. So that seems to be where the popularity is. I wish that people took it more seriously as a mainstream device, but it hasn't really been marketed that way. But if you actually play around with it, you'll find that you can do quite a lot. And what makes it so appealing for having a device like this is the cost. The cost is quite minimal. And you can do so much. Like if most of your work is on an internet browser, which today most people just use an internet browser, then you'll find that this is all you'll need. And you'll save significant money in terms of the price of more expensive computers with a Microsoft platform or an Apple platform. I mean, this could be a half, a third, maybe even a quarter of the price of laptops that are running that kind of software. So think about that and think about what you actually need, because you might find out that this is all you need. I mean, my Chromebook only cost me $400 and it rotates it's got like a 2-in-1 hybrid. I can pretty much do everything I want on this computer. I write and illustrate my books on my computer, which might seem odd to a lot of people, but it's essentially giving me everything I need in terms of my flexibility and what I need to accomplish. So the only thing is it might not be as powerful as the kind of computers you're used to, but what you'll find is that the browser itself is so simple and easy to use that everything just runs fluidly and there's no hiccups, and that's why I enjoy using this computer. So I certainly have a passion for it. I've done other Chromebook reviews on my channel and they seem quite popular, but I just thought I'd share my passion towards these devices, and if I had it my way, this is all I'd be using, which is essentially what I'm doing. Actually, that's really what it is. I have a phone and then I have this Chromebook, and that's essentially it as far as technology is concerned. Because I think trying to tie back into how this is going to help you grow or how this is going to help you and why am I talking about this? Well, I don't think your device should dictate your creativity. So whatever you have in terms of tools will actually be more than enough. And I think that's important to realize, is that you can use whichever tools you have and do so much with them. So I don't want you to get bogged down. I mean, I've seen people in Africa who have a very basic phone with a really crummy camera. I've seen them with more views, more subscribers on YouTube than I could ever dream of. And I'm thinking to myself, well, this individual seems to be doing well without getting caught up in technology. Because technology is certainly a way to facilitate your communications, but you communicating is the most important piece. And whichever device you have should be more than enough. So think about that. Think about whether Chromebooks are actually limited or whether they give you everything you need. Maybe they give you more freedom to think less about all the complicated stuff. Maybe it gives you everything you need and everything you don't. And sometimes that's more powerful than having everything you need, because we often get bogged down with all these bells and whistles, and that can be quite dangerous. So I hope this is maybe tied back into the idea that if you're kind of waiting in the wings and you're wondering, oh, when should I start this or when should I do that? Well, I look at the Chromebook as a device that's very simple, and I feel like you should treat your life very simply so that you can focus on those top priorities. And it certainly helped me keep me focused because I'm not playing around with games, although certainly you can install games on your Chromebook. It's not really a gaming device. It's really been great for my productivity because I only use a few apps and that's all I need. It gives you, like I said, everything you need and everything you don't. Anyway, that's all I was going to say about that. And I didn't want to talk too much about Chromebooks. I just wanted to share my experience, my passion towards these devices, and hope you'll take a look at it. If you're looking for a computing device where you can be productive, you take a look at these devices. You might find that you'll be pleasantly surprised. And if you're certainly on a Google account, then it's even more valuable. But it certainly removes the headaches. And I think even especially for more of the older crowd, the more seniors, I think they'll find this really valuable because it's really simple to use. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. Until next time, cheers.